Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another edition of Talk That Tech, the
Number one tech morning show in the world. What's up? Yes, sir.
good morning, everybody. Good morning. We are here in the building. Hey, before we get started, I'm gonna need your help. I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and not only like if you have been rocking with us for a while, and of course commenting the usual salutations, but if you could share this today, that would be great. I was trying to share this individually with people through via invite on LinkedIn and things of that nature. But if y'all could share this, especially to anybody who you feel like would enjoy the show, that would be amazing. All right, so I'm definitely appreciative of that. If you guys could go ahead and do that, that'd be good. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a fun one. So I'm excited. I'm excited, brother. How
Man,
are
me
you?
too. Oh, bro, I'm great. Feeling good. Excited. A little sleepy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
every now and then it sneaks up on you, it hits you. But we here. We are here.
Yeah,
uh,
normally, like, I try to get up a bit early for this one. This is the one where I was like, I was fighting sleep. I had a
let me
long,
let me get to the right at the end.
I had a really great night last night. But I'll let you go
Yeah.
first if you have anything you want to share about your weekend.
Oh man. Slightly uh, un- unentertained weekend. Just what is this? Tech Coach Rob. It's only 6 a.m. I agree, bro. I agree. It is. It is. But every now and then it sneaks up on you. But yeah, man. The weekend was good. I had a good time. Not too much going on.
All right.
Saturday, was just out with wifey, and then Sunday went to church and went in. Man, crazy enough. I don't know what the temperature is like everywhere else, like and around the world or around the U.S. But man, we've been having. We're back up to high 50s and 60s and mid 60s and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah.
So yesterday was one of those days here. It did rain a little bit, but man, I went to the golf range, hit some balls, cleared my head with a couple of my cousins. Man, had a good time, and then got back, man. But yeah, that was
Yeah.
that was the weekend for me.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I hear that. I definitely hear that. Before I even talk about my weekend, I'm gonna go to the comment section here. We got Mitch in the building. He said, "Yo, yo, good morning. Thank you for always
Indeed.
rocking with us, man. I really definitely appreciate it." And like what you were talking about before, Tech Coach Ralph said, "Tire tray? It's only 6 a.m. over there. No big deal." Morning, fellas. Good morning, Tech Coach
Sleep
Ralph.
is
We appreciate
important.
you.
Sleep is important.
Oh man, yes it is. Yes it is. And then Joyce, because good morning as well. Thank
Good
you so much for
morning.
dropping by, Joyce. We appreciate you. Xavier as well, starting the week off right with a bang. Awesome,
Good
awesome.
morning.
And then we have Mitch coming back again. y'all were using hockey sticks on the on the golf range.
No, man.
Oh
No.
boy.
I had the golf clubs out, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. No, this will be a fun time. I'm actually was thinking about my weekend, and it really culminated with got Kennedy says hello mentor or tours.
What, what what's up, Kennedy?
What's up, Kennedy? And we got Tamara. I call her that now. We got Tamara in the building. Yeah, it's early. Yes, it's
She said
early.
show Liz early. You right. That's what I'm
Oh, it's
talking about.
early. Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels that
It
way for
show
sure.
Liz.
Oh, Canada, you're listening from Nigeria? Awesome. Oh, that's
Hey.
that's huge. Thank you so much for
That
rocking with us.
yeah, that's real huge.
Share it to all your friends over in Nigeria. We gotta get the word out. Like,
Man,
comment, subscribe,
we
and share.
international now, man. We international now. That's awesome.
Internationally known. And I know to rock the microphone. Yeah. Remember that song back in the day? I think it was Little
Yeah,
Romeo or
man.
something like that.
That one's wild. That's wild.
It Takes Two. Yeah, that's a good time, man. Well, I'm gonna going quickly into my weekend, and then we're gonna get into the show. We definitely want to talk about it. Karim says, "Hi, brothers. Thank you so much,
What's up,
Karim, for
man?
stopping
What's up?
by. Oh, this is exciting. Really appreciate it for sure." And this weekend, what I do, I basically kind of yesterday was just a bit running around, haircuts and stuff like that, and getting ready
Mm-hmm.
for Sunday, cleaning up the usual. And then what? We got Korea from Spain.
Hey,
Today's international for sure. I gotta stop the
yeah,
presses.
that's
Like
what's up,
we got
man. That's
Nigeria, we got
awesome,
Spain. Oh my goodness, let me find somebody else out is like from South America.
man.
Like
That's
this is amazing. This is amazing.
y'all
Share it
don't
all.
know how
Touches our
that
heart.
makes my heart. Yeah, that makes my heart glad, man.
Yes, it
That's
does.
awesome, man. Yeah.
That this is
Not
amazing. Thank
not that it's not anything to our US listeners, right? Because obviously
yeah,
we're
yeah,
up
yeah,
early, they're up early, but
yeah,
it's just cool to know that there's other people in other spaces as well that take the time to listen to us, and
yeah.
that's just great.
Of course, Operation Takeover is in the building. Peace and blessings, brother,
Hmm.
to you as well. If y'all want to join the show, definitely go ahead and comment in the comment section. We'll pull y'all up for sure. Um, but yeah, in regards to just my weekend, it was really good in regards to just that portion of it. But we had like a time of like a special event the Sunday evening. And man, I was jumping up and down so much. I think I looked at my watch. It was like 19,000 steps, and I knew about 16,000 of them was from that from
Straight
those
from
two
jumping.
or 3 hours. Yes,
Oh man.
it was insane. And then Tech Coach Ralph asks, "Is South Florida considered international too?" I feel like Miami is another world. I feel like I've been in other parts of Miami. I mean, other parts of Florida, and then I go to Miami, and I'm like, wow, this feels like another. This
This is
feels like a
next level.
totally different world.
That's hilarious. I haven't been to Miami, I don't think. Um
Mm.
Wait, did I go to Miami? Where were we at when we went to Florida, bro?
It was Miami. How about
Oh,
say?
I'm tripping. I'm like, wait a minute, maybe I have. I'm tripping. It's early, y'all. Don't forget.
Yeah,
We were in Miami. Okay.
we waking up.
It's
We waking
crazy.
up.
You know what? Let me caveat real quick. You know why I said that, bro? I was watching Griselda Blanca's they have a new Netflix show on Griselda, which was like she was like
Oh,
the like hugest woman king kingpin or queen pin
on
when
Netflix.
it came to yeah. So it just looked totally different. And so I'm like, man, I ain't never been there. But yeah, I've been there. Okay. All right.
I know it's like wait, that's a different part of Miami. I don't
Yeah.
think I know that part that well. Oh,
Man, man.
we got Darcel in the building as well. We got Darcel. What up, brother? Thank
What's
you for
happening?
and he said it himself. Like, comment, and share. Subscribe if it's a vibe, which it always is. So thank you so much for doing that, my brother.
Appreciate that.
We
Appreciate
definitely
that.
appreciate you for sure doing that and rocking with us for as long as y'all have been. This is going to be a great show. I definitely can feel it in my bones. Feel it in my bones. I don't know what that. I think it came from like a video game. I think it came from the same boxing game I was talking to you about. Remember?
Oh yeah.
For
Yeah,
my
yeah.
favorite a boxing game. But before we even kind of dive into the boxing, we got a question and this is good, really good for us right now because everybody's a little bit tired on on the set. Basically, that means me and Trey. So, the question that I have for this morning is: are you more productive in the morning or night? Is that I don't know. What do you feel, Trey? Do you feel like you're more productive in the morning or at night?
Bro, I am definitely more productive at night, but you got to get up. So it's one of those things where I kind of teeter on the line. So it's like, how long can I go without also messing up the daytime? But if I could, I mean, I could go, well into the night, man, and just be good to go. But yeah, I'm definitely at night for me.
Man, back when I was a child, I used to wake up early, brother. I used to wake up early, man, and that was
Did
when
you
I was the
really?
most productive. Yeah, because I used to have to go. Because I used to live in Brooklyn, New York. If y'all know
Oh,
Brooklyn,
I forgot.
um,
Yeah.
I used to go to Brooklyn, but I used to also go to school in Manhattan. So that's like an hour and change train ride to like
Mm.
it was like at least two trains and stuff like that. And then before that, I used to go to school in Queens, which was like that was like 3 buses, right? So, I used to wake up early back in the day, and I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you wake up early to do some homework or an
Gotta Let
assignment
me
or
go ahead and get
whatever.
this done.
So, yeah, so if I had the mindset to wake up a little bit early, then I would wake up early, and I found myself the most productive back in those days. But now I'm thinking about it. I'm not too sure where my productivity lies right now, but I guess it will be the morning. But let's see what the family says here. We have Darcel. He says, "Night. I currently work nights. I get up at 6 a.m. Woo, woo.
Mm,
God bless your soul. God bless
my
your soul.
Lord, today.
My Lord. Yes, it's a lot." Tech Coach Ralph says, "Morning for me. When I start falling asleep on the keyboard, who knows what systems I'm bringing down." Like he's like, yeah, you got a lot of stuff to
Mm,
do. Mitch is straight up morning. So we got 2 mornings. We got one night. Seems like morning is winning right now. He said,
yep,
"Time
yep.
doesn't matter. I'm more productive when I set the intention and body double." Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
It just
that's
depends
true.
on what you need done. Yeah, yeah.
You get her done. That's right. That's right. So it's that's a good point because I kind of feel the same way. It's like if
Yeah.
if I'm like set to do something at a certain time, then my body and I focus in on that, my body kind of like kind of follows suit. So that's a good part. Good point there, Tamara. Um, Tamara. And so yeah, I just wanted to make sure that uh that's a great question. So if y'all have any more thoughts on that, definitely share it in the comment section below. We definitely want to hear your thoughts. But we actually have a special segment that we're gonna be doing, and I'm gonna allow Brother Trey to talk about uh, this month of February.
Yeah, yeah, man. So just for February, we wanted to do a little some, and we just wanted to go ahead and every week at least mention some kind of black inventor in the tech space, right? So y'all know this is Black History Month, and it's the shortest month of the year. I'm not gonna lie, but we got one, so we're gonna try and do our best with that, right? Uh, Quick side note: does anybody like why? Whose idea was it to put all the stuff in February as well, outside of Black History Month? Right? We got the Grammys, we got the Super Bowl, we got the NBA All Star Weekend, all this stuff filling up February, and y'all know this is Black History Month. Who did that? Who decided to do that? But anyway, dog, y'all. So, like I said, because there are a lot of inventors that a lot of people have no clue that African Americans invented the thing, um, mainly because slaves were not really considered American citizens at the time, and so
Hmm.
the laws prevented them from being able to have their patents and applying for patents. So the slave owners did it, right? But we're not gonna get into all that. We're just gonna keep it on this side now. And basically, I wanted to talk about this week. We're gonna celebrate Garrett Morgan Sr. Okay,
Mm,
Garrett Morgan Sr. He invented the thing that you sometimes run when you made it all the way home, and then they forgot to put the extra rolls in your to-go bag, right? So you
mm.
got to get all the way back there before they mess your stuff up. Now he invented the stoplight. All right, so that thing, the green, the yellow, the red, he invented that, man. And so it's awesome to know that something that we use every day, everywhere, um, he got that done. And so the three-way traffic light was invented by Garrett Morgan Sr. That was just one of his most notable. He had many other groundbreaking inventions as well. So just wanted to point that out today, man.
Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Sometimes we don't even realize these different things. And as you were talking, I was trying to get a quick image of him, but
Oh, a
yeah,
quick photo.
yeah, yeah, because I think that was like a really cool, cool thing to hold up there and say, man, look at this person, look what he did.
Yeah,
Um,
no, definitely.
yeah, and I even see an older picture here that showed the original stoplight here. Let me see if I can pull it up on the
Oh,
big
see, yeah,
screen.
that'd be perfect right there. The original one. What did it look like?
So actually, I pulled it up from LinkedIn, and so it was Gary Augustus Morgan here,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
if you see right here, there's like a little bit of this picture here, and then you can see that there's actually the three-way traffic signal and gas mask as well.
yeah. One
So
of those
so this
original gas
yeah,
masks.
so this is who we were talking about today. I think it's always great to definitely shine a light on those that have paved the way in some way, shape or fashion here. Yeah, no, that's pretty dope. And like Mitch said, dope, and an honor not running any red lights in the month. And all our Black History Month, not running any. Well, hopefully you don't do that
Yeah,
in general.
I know, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Listen,
yeah. I
man,
don't, I have no police in Miami who was on the stream right now. To be checking in for technical droughts.
Miami PD.
My guys, Damien. My guys. Good morning. Good morning. Damien's in the
Good morning,
building.
man. Good
Good
morning.
morning, brother. I'm so glad you're able to join us. But yeah, we definitely want to take the time to highlight a Black inventor, somebody that had an effect in technology, and really kind of give them a shine because this is important.
Yeah,
Yeah, so this would be great. This would be great. So yes, y'all. So today we're talking about a lot of stuff, right? Um, I'm gonna go and hit up our newly founded, tech bulletin board, and basically kind of share this with you about the different events that are coming this week. I'm not doing it every week. I'm not doing the whole month anymore because, like I learned last week, it was way too much. But we're gonna get started this way. And first things first, I'm gonna be sharing the screen right here with you, basically talking about amplifying Black excellence. And again, this segment is powered by Black Tech Global, blacktechglobal.com. So if you are definitely interested in finding out more, go to Black Tech Global to see about all these events that are coming up this week. This is a virtual event that we have coming up. And the good thing about this is it costs $0 to do it from February 6th to 9th. So that's going to be tomorrow going to the 9th. And you could definitely sign up on that on the website. Check it out, y'all. This one is actually $0, like I said. So you definitely want to look into that. Then next we have on the bulletin board. This is the event that is coming up right now. It's the Learning Exchange. That's February 7th to the 9th. And as you can see, there is a lot of guests here that you can definitely lock into and check out. This is going to be happening from the 7th to the 9th. So not as long as the other event, but as you can see here, there's a list of different people that you may want to talk to or meet, and definitely check into that. If you wanted to go ahead and book a ticket as well, you could go right here, click book a ticket, and be able to participate in this particular event. This is this was a little bit on the more pricier side though, but you can definitely go ahead and check in with that. As you can see here, right now a lot of the cheaper tickets that did sell out. So right now it's about $200 per ticket for that event. But like I said before, there are a lot of different guests, so you definitely want to go ahead and see if this is for you. If you have the time and the budget, go ahead and check that out because hey, we're trying to give everybody opportunity to learn this 2024. And like we always say, we outside in 2024. We
we
outside.
outside.
We outside. For the Love of Tech. This is Thursday, February 8th. This Thursday coming up here, we have For the Love of Tech discussions and recruiting. And there's different tiers of tickets from 20 to $70. So you definitely want to take a look into that. This is a break into tech events. That's the person that are holding or hosting this, and it's in Dallas, Texas. This is in Dallas, Texas. Y'all, if y'all don't know, Dallas got a lot of things going on. So if you are
Popping.
in
It's popping.
the it's popping. Their neck of the woods is popping over there, right? So, DFW, man, lock in with them if you're there. Check it out. But they're not alone because right now there also is an event that's going to be happening in Houston called the Houston Tech Industry Mixer. That is happening the same day, Thursday 8th. So listen, if y'all in Houston, y'all got something as well, which is great. So definitely look into that as well. And for all the Houstonites out there, this is going to be between 20 and $30. This is a one-day event as well, and it's going to be happening around 5:30 in Houston, Texas, at the JW Marriott Houston by the Galleria. And as you can see, there's some pictures from previous events there, so it looks like a great place to definitely hang and make connections and grow. Listen, y'all, just want to let you know it's important to get out because this show would not exist probably if Tech Bag Trey and myself did not decide to go out, and we actually were at the same event and we're able to chop it up, and then boom, this was born. So you never know what could happen when you get outside, y'all.
Facts.
And and
Facts.
and and I last but not least, let me just throw this up here because I think it's the last event that we could do for this week before going into the rest of the show. But we have Connect now. If y'all have not heard of it being promoted by Cyrus, he actually is going to be the host for Connect. This will be Friday the 9th. I know people that are going to be going to that, 50 to $75 for it. Uh, I believe you going as well. So Tower of
I'll
Dallas.
be in there.
He's going to be in there like swimwear. And this will be Friday the 9th from 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And this has been pretty cool. 3 hours, 30 minutes. Um, and so basically they kind of break it down what is going to be happening there. I believe Kayla Burke is going to be there as well, a few other people. So it should be a really good time, just chopping up with different people. You go ahead and check out that for yourself. But that is it for this week's bulletin board. And if, like I said before, go ahead and go to tech, as you see right there, go to blacktechglobal.com for more. Again, this blacktechglobal.com for your upcoming tech events, so you can see all that's there, because there's a lot. There's a lot.
It's a
So
whole
yeah,
lot.
a whole lot. So yeah. So again, that's all for you to look at. And so we're going to actually transition to something, that I think that you definitely are going to. You probably heard on the news already. You probably even seen it on the street, where because I was watching a TikTok about it, where this guy was literally walking down the street and he was doing this for this. He was not a mime, uh, but I'm gonna let you talk about that, brother.
Oh man. So so we talking about the Apple Vision Pro. So y'all, it's out now. So there are probably a handful of people who have had it, like that actually are reviewing it and doing stuff. So if you're on YouTube and stuff, then you've seen it. You've seen it pop up. You know, the the Apple Glass on their face and all that stuff. But anyways, right now, right now, they're saying it's the next Mac TV combined with entertainment. Now the entertainment part is still pending. It's still pending. But oh, there you go. There's the video. Yeah, so the entertainment part is still
Here's a
pending.
quick example.
Now these guys right here, they look ridiculous, but it's okay. It's okay because over time, y'all, it will get better. You already know it will get better. They'll be able to make it into some glasses like these, and then we'll be all having fun with it, right? But I just love that basically y'all. Now here's the crazy part. It is pricey. Right now it's showing it's priced at about 3,500, but it combines what we look at in the regular world, right? So that's why you can see them walking around with it, but then also you have that visual aspect of being able to see other things that you kind of want up, including your computer. But basically, right now they're competing to lower costs with rivals like Meta and HTC. They all have headsets, right? They've been having them for years, but right now they're saying, "Hey, we are not rocking with y'all." These three companies are like, yo, we're not rocking with y'all yet. We need to fix some stuff, right? So Netflix, YouTube, and Spotify, they're still holding out, right? They're like, look, we're not gonna have our app on there. So hopefully at some point they get it together, and I know they will. They did this with the iPhones as well, so they'll figure something out, obviously. But also, Disney has decided to collaborate with Apple, which that's going to be huge because of the
Yeah.
things that you can do on it, right? Like, I mean, you can lay down and just make that screen as huge as you want and immersive as you want. And so Disney sees the headset as a new canvas for storytelling. Y'all know that's what they're all about, apparently.
Yeah.
Uh, but they said it'll provide a unique experience for movie viewers and potentially revitalize live events and theme parks rides as well. So just imagine being in a live event where you know you're in this thing, but you're not there, but you're there. I'll be honest. One thing that I do want to experience just to see how it is. Um, if at some point they can get the courtside view of NBA game or NFL game, whatever. So I know a few years ago they were really doing that, and I just know in that experience it would be a lot better. So I would like to see if they could get that added in. So while the Apple Vision Pro's high price may limit like immediate um, consumers, right? It could find some success in business and other spaces. But I also believe just they call it the Apple Vision Pro. And normally when Apple does that, right, you got the pros, they normally come out with a regular version. So I just think maybe they did it the opposite way this time. They came out with the Pro, and then they'll have a lower price version that will be a little bit less pricier for maybe just the Apple Vision, something like that. So, anyways, that's what we got.
Yeah, no, I was looking at it because there are people like you said walking around with it, and the New Yorker and me are like, bro, that cost $3,500. Somebody gonna
Man,
snatch
you
it off
gonna
your head and run with it. Like
that's
who?
all you gonna
There has to be like, of course, some security where they have to authenticate who's the actual user and stuff like that.
it have
But
to.
but I'm like, yeah, y'all are playing a little bit too much with this in regards to just walking around. Wait, let me go to the comment section real quickly. I'm feeling amazing. I baptized yesterday, man. Congratulations, brother. Getting
Hey,
closer to God.
congratulations.
Okay, love that, man. Love
Yeah.
that, man. Let me go to
Identifying with Christ. That's awesome.
beautiful, man. And I guess Tamara, she said, aren't developers having difficulty creating apps for it due to limitations?
That is that is
Great point.
also true, right? So that's a whole nother landscape. Over time they'll get better and they'll be able to, but we're at a spot where what they want to do with it is
Yeah,
not necessarily caught up with what they can do with it. Yeah. So um there's room to grow. That's for sure.
yeah, yeah. And Damien said they get that I'm buying it. I can be virtually courtside. Woo. Like honestly, that is a good point. If you could
Yeah,
experience
man.
that, woo.
Dude, because I've seen some other headsets back when NBA tried it the first time, and they basically just they put a
They,
360 camera
yeah,
in one of the courtside seats. And personally, for me on the business side, I was like, "Yo, this makes all the sense in the world. Like,
yeah,
I can get one seat, right? Maybe cost 15, 20,000 a night, and I can have unlimited people in that one seat. Then I can just charge them, I don't know, $75.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know the price. I can change the price, but either way, like the amount of people that you can get out of that one seat, and it was cool, man. You could if you turn your head left, you can watch them going down on the left side, and if you looked right and everybody's on the left, you didn't see anything because
yeah.
all you saw was the goal and the people. So it was pretty cool, man.
No, that's dope. And one thing I did want to point out though is legislation and laws are going to catch up to certain things because there's certain people that are trying to take advantage of it. Like this one
Man,
person, I kid you not,
it's always
TikTok,
somebody.
right? He was using the Vision Pros while his self-driving Tesla was in operation. So he's literally using the Vision Pros while not driving the car. And as you know, the Vision Pros can kind of obscure your vision if you're like watching a movie or something like that. So he got pulled over. The
Yeah,
cops were like, "Yes, listen, brother. You are pushing the limits. Push it to the
like
limits.
to
Not
the
here. No, no,
max.
no.
Yeah, he
To
was to
the
the max.
max."
Golly.
Yeah, so so y'all use discretion when you're out here with with these things. Not only is it $3,500, but also you want to make sure that you're not doing anything too risky that the cops are like, yeah, you know what, come over here, man.
We
You
gotta
you
get you.
doing too much. We got to get you. But let me ask you a question. This is for the audience too. Like, do you feel that we're going to have a fleet of augmented reality headsets all over where now everybody's basically walking around with it, zombie kind of lish. I mean, because if you think about it, it's good. If you're at home or if you're at work and you put it on to work, whatever, that's one thing. But if you're walking around with it, it looks like just an army of zombies, in my opinion. What are your
It'd be
thoughts on that?
wild. That'd be wild. I'll say I don't know if we'll see everybody walking around with it. It'll probably have to be like really like I said, it'll probably have to be once it gets to like glasses form or something like that before mass adoption to that extent. But I could see someone, you know how you go to the coffee shop to work some days. Like I could see someone who might need their desktop, right? And instead of staying at home, you just hey, and you're in a coffee shop, you throw those on and you can have your full desktop that you're able to work off of and get stuff done. I could see that sitting in the coffee shop with it on, something like that. But just like a bunch of Ready Player One style, like just out and about. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you muted, Joseph.
Oh, good, good. I'm back now. Yeah, Tamara says yes. Potentially, I'm concerned about folks walking with it and not seeing that crack in the sidewalk. And you know what's so
Man,
funny that you brought that up? Operation Tech Takeover says something about that as well. Operation Tech Takeover says, "Have you seen the video with the woman who ran into her oven and smashed the glass?"
nah, that's just
That's
I know she was sick.
and ran into. That's
Mm,
crazy. Like,
mm.
hopefully she wasn't like really running, but like I've heard people like drop it and there's a glass that like shatters in it. So it's like, how safe it is. I got kids. I'm not. I can see one of our kids getting like upset. This doesn't work.
Oh man.
$3,500.
Oh
Oh my
no.
goodness,
Oh
that would hurt
no.
my heart. Like heartbreaker. That'd be too much. But yeah, no, that's a good question too. A lot of great questions about it. My question to y'all is, are y'all buying this? Yes or no? Are y'all buying this? Yes or no? Because if are you buying this? If you are buying it, cool. But what are your thoughts?
Oh man. Yeah, personally, I almost rarely mess with the first gen of anything. So
Mm-hmm.
um I'll be waiting yeah, I knew Mitch was coming there. I knew he was gonna say something.
Mitch said, he said, nope, it's Apple. He's like Android for life. It's
Hey,
tatted,
hey
it's
man.
tatted on my arm.
Hey, I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
uh, Tamara
I do
says
not blame you.
no.
Yeah.
Operation Tech Takeover says, I think I saved it. If I find it, I'll send it to you. Oh, he's talking about the video with the woman that ran
Mhm.
into it.
Mhm.
Oh man, there were a lot of no's in here. We got saw that coming, Mitch. Yep. Mitch was like, no, Android for life. They not even paying me, but I rock them. So
Yeah.
yeah, the consensus is no, not right now. Pretty much no. So yeah, I'm on board with that. Like you said, Trey. I don't gotta be the first one, but I could get the
Mm-mm.
best one later on. Um,
Exactly.
and so that's gonna be a good idea to wait.
Yeah, man. Them first gens on even cars, bro. They released the car that first. Yeah, a lot of stuff going on with those. You just want to wait. Like, there's nothing
Yeah.
wrong with. You don't got to be the first to get everything. Uh,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And then Tamara says that part, waiting until they work out the kinks in future iterations and the price point drops. Because that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna be mad salty when it's coming out for like 999.
yeah,
I bought it for 3,500. Well, you should have waited.
exactly.
Davey says the same thing too. I'm gonna wait until I know it's gonna be not buggy, right? That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
With friends like y'all, who needs it? Mission hilarious.
Ah,
That's funny.
listen, man.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, well, I mean, hey, I got Apple. I got Apple stuff too, so I'm not even gonna, not.
Like I told y'all, look. Like I told y'all, I'm on all sides. Like,
You got
what
you.
works? Hey,
What works?
yeah. Like, you never know. Listen. I'll try the Apple. Then I'll try. Now, I will say, majority of the products is Apple. So if I had to choose a side, I guess it's that one. But
Well,
I
it's
ain't
all
loyal
love.
when it comes to products, man.
Yeah. What have you done for me lately? That's the question.
Exactly.
That's the question.
Exactly.
Oh man. So yeah, so that right there is the consensus. I think we're rocking with that one for sure today.
Hmm.
And I have
Hmm.
something else to talk to you guys about, which I thought was a very interesting conversation. And it actually came from an article from Coursera, but basically talking about what are the 10, and I'm gonna put it there so everybody can see, but what are the 10, top best paying technological jobs, right? I'm not going to call it just tech jobs, but technological. Why? Because
Mm.
this is more on the tech side of tech jobs versus what we kind of talk about with other things as well. So if y'all are interested in it, you guys could go check out the article on Coursera. It's actually written by the Coursera staff, so it's a consensus. And just look up 10 best paying technical jobs or tech jobs, right? But I wanted to point out the ones that they are assuming to have the highest growth. And it's about four of them that they basically kind of pointed out here. They said information security analyst makes total sense. This one has the highest growth at 32% growth. It was like
Mm.
an average base salary around 111,465. They said a bachelor's degree is kind of needed for this one. Pretty much all the degrees they said it kind of requires a bachelor's degree, but if somebody is in the know, could probably talk about it. They could probably share if that's true or not. But but they said that's what is needed, and it makes sense. Information security, that's a big deal,
Huge.
and so if you could have an analyst making that much, that's good. And again, from it's expected to have the most growth coming up, which is 32%. Following that, we have software developers. Around average is around 98,199. They're expected to have a 25% growth going forward. And this is a range from 2022, which was a couple years ago, all the way to 2032. So in the span of 10 years, you're supposed to be seeing that growth. Then we have a technical product manager. So if you are a product manager, but now a technical product manager, that should be around 121K in an average pay. And the same thing, 25% growth. And then we have DevOps engineers. That's around 25% growth, 110K. So if you guys are actually looking to more technical careers, these might be some things you want to look into. But here's what I saw that I was like, I wasn't even too familiar with this before, but site reliability engineer, which is basically a site reliability engineer offers system support using automation tools to keep software stable during updates and new features. They'll help improve efficiency in software production, and that is around 105K. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. It doesn't have as high of a growth as the other ones, it's only 4%, but I thought it was good to highlight. And then lastly, AI architect, which is 25% growth. That's around a 128K. As you can say, AI, right? Architect, it kind of explains itself where you're probably building out AI tools and really kind of helping optimize things for the business, which is pretty cool. Because right now we a lot of times we talk about other careers, and I wanted to highlight some really technical ones because there might be some people here that are kind of trying to figure out where they want to go in this space. So again, I'm not going to go through the entire list. There's 10 of them, but those are the ones that had the highest growth, except for site reliability engineer. I just thought that that one was unique, so that's why I was like, oh, let me just highlight that one. But that's huge, 25% growth. That means there may be some places that you might want to check out. Again, that is an article from Coursera .org, and it's an article that says the best paying technical jobs. Go search it up, and then you can see for yourself which one applies for you. And as you are and as you're talking, I'm going to just share this question as well with the audience. And Trey, you can go ahead and share your thoughts on any of those roles. But like for the audience, I was going to ask, which job are you the most interested in pursuing? If you were to pursue one, if you are looking for a technical role, out of the ones that I mentioned, which one would probably resonate with you the most?
Yeah, I mean, just briefly, bro. I mean, some of those they all said bachelor's degree, right? But I mean, I'll be honest. Sometimes, man, sometimes if you're in the right place and you express interest and you're around the people who kind of make those decisions, you never know. Like, and you're also learning the skills that's necessary to be able to do that. They might go ahead and slide you over. So you can never count
Yeah,
that out. But yeah, like you mentioned, these are more on the technical side. So a lot of not necessarily a lot of brain power. I don't know, but it could be. It could be. But you're doing a lot of good, right? When you think about the what was it, the AI architect, right?
yeah,
Like, that's where, like, everybody's trying to have their piece or their space in that pie. So, if you're great at that and you understand that, I mean, you could be a part of bringing that AI aspect to your company, right? So, that's cool. That's pretty cool.
yeah. And I'm reading the comment section. We have Mitch that says, if I was looking, maybe the technical product manager role. Yeah, the technical product manager role was, one of the highest paying ones, I think. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, one of the highest paying ones besides the AI architect. And the same thing with Damien. Damien says that that technical product manager caught my eyes. Yeah, I think that that's a pretty cool thing. And the fact that they have the growth there, that's, and I don't think about job security as much as I think about career security. That
Right.
might be a really uh good place to look at as well. And Tamara says, of those mentioned, the ones that aligns more with what I'm headed towards is a technical product manager. But I love AI and I love an AI architect role. Yeah, I'm trying to think about what are the prerequisites for that. I'm trying to think if there's somebody out there, and there probably is, who's kind of like
Mhm.
taking all that information about what companies are looking for an AI architect and willing to teach that information. That's why I don't hate courses, because if you were to try to find out all the information yourself, it'll take so much time, so much effort. But if there's somebody that can say, "Hey, I know what companies are looking for, sign me up," because I need you to do that done that legwork for me, so that way I can kind of decide if this is the best route for me. But that's a great, really good point. I really think of that those two. And actually, speaking about the AI architect role, that one is around. That's the second highest one and the most growth among those that have the highest growth. Actually, let me rephrase that. That particular role, the AI architect role, is about 128,000, pretty much 129 if you round it up. And that
Mm-hmm.
has a 25% growth versus the highest role there, which is enterprise architect, and that has 138,000, but only has a 4% growth. So that's a really interesting AI. The AI architect role might be actually a very interesting career direction that you might want to take. And I'm not talking about just you, Tamara. I'm talking about like just in general.
Yeah,
Anybody
because
that is,
wonder
yeah.
I wonder if that's because like when people get in there, they don't leave. That 4%. I don't know.
Mm,
You know what I mean? And like
yeah,
because the AI is so new, or that role is newer, that
yeah,
now they can kind of get in there. But I don't
yeah.
know. I'm trying to think.
And
Because sometimes it's hard to
mhm.
get in somewhere if the spots are filled and they just hanging around. So
Yeah. And if anybody knows more about these different options, go ahead and call on the show. The link is on my YouTube page if you're streaming from there. So go ahead and call in. But let me just read about what an enterprise architect is before we move on, because I wasn't too familiar with it. I'm not too sure if anybody else was. But an enterprise architect is an enterprise. They oversee and design the entire IT infrastructure within a company, such as procedures, projects, and risk management. They will typically work with different teams to design correct systems. So that seems like a pretty cool role, very big role. But like it's definitely one that if you have that IT background, you could probably look to get in. And 138, by the way, 138K, that's just the average. That's not that there's people that make more than that, some that make lower. So that's very interesting right there. And then perfect. Tamara says there's a link here for simplylearn.com. Thank you for sharing this, by the way.
yeah.
This is for anybody who wants to kind of learn more about this. They go to www.simplylearn.com/AI architect article, or AI dash or hyphen architect hyphen article. In case you listen to this on the podcast and you can't see that, again, that's www.simplylearn.com/AI hyphen architect hyphen article. And even though we're not a sponsor of the show, we always want to give out information if it's helpful to the audience. So thank you so much for sharing this with us, Tamara. We definitely appreciate you for doing that and taking the
Thank you.
time.
Thank you.
And hey, listen, if you happen to go through the program and land a job, we'll have you come up on the show as one of our first people that has taken information from the show and ran with it to get herself an opportunity. So I love it. I love it. Thank you so much. But yeah, that was it for those 10 those jobs. I'm so glad that we are able to have this conversation because it
Yeah.
really does help us to kind of, you know, uh just see what's out there. And so that's a lot of fun. But boy, when you brought up this subject, Trey,
Yeah.
I was like, it's happening. It's happening. And I was I would say taken back completely, but I know that it was definitely one that some people were like, "Wow, this we're moving into a new age." I'm not gonna
I'm
steal your
like,
thunder. I'm gonna let
woo.
you talk about it
Not
because,
even just wow, just like whoa.
yeah,
Wow is
yeah,
an understatement, man. So
yeah,
right now, I wanted to talk about this chip. Okay, it's a chip that people are getting jabbed into the back of their heads. All right, it's called the Neuralink. So I just wanted to talk about it and see what y'all thought about this, man. I personally, I'm like, whoa.
yeah.
But anyways, this chip is called a Neuralink. It's made by um, your favorite guy, your favorite creator, Elon Musk. But basically, y'all, Elon Musk, he's been working on this chip. It's supposed to send neural signals to a phone or a computer by Bluetooth, and that can kind of help someone with a motor disorder or motor neuron disease. They can help them, move a cursor or type messages without doing anything, just using their brain. And yeah, stuff that you would see in a movie, really. But basically, scientists right now, they're saying, oh, the reason we're talking about this is because they just
Yeah.
had the very first successful implant
Mm-hmm.
this past week, and he said the first human by the way, but the first human received the implant and is recovering well. That's what Elon Musk was quoted saying. And yeah, I don't know, man. But anyway, scientists are saying that it's hard to gauge the Neuralink's progress without actually seeing concrete data, or the scientific papers, right? Like all this stuff is just in house. But either way, Neuralink is that what I didn't know. See, a lot of this stuff be going on, and we just, behind the scenes don't know anything. Now we know Elon Musk because he's more vocal with it and he's out there. But apparently he's not alone in developing this cutting edge. They call it BCI, or brain computer interfaces. But Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos have backed a startup called Synchron that oh, my bad, y'all.
That's all good.
I keep forgetting doing that. But Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, they have a backed startup called Synchron that has tested its brain implants on patients since 2022. Didn't know that.
Mm-mm-mm.
Researchers at Stanford University created a BCI that has allowed a man with paralysis to imagine letters and transmit them to a computer screen.
Wow.
Okay, and then the Chinese government has established a BCI lab over this last year, and y'all know they be working. But also in China, scientists have developed a device that connects to the brain through the inner ear. So we're learning about Elon's, right, because he's out there, he's big, but it's a lot of stuff going on in the back end with this same stuff, same technology. But anyways, um, what could possibly go wrong? Neuralink has been called out for allegedly sloppy research practices when testing its
Mm.
devices on pigs and monkeys, all like when they were doing the testing. And some former employees actually accused the company of carelessness that has led to avoidable animal deaths. Uh, and so, yeah, those reports of
Wow.
negligence, they raised some concerns about patient safety when you're doing the human trials now, right? So I don't know, y'all. Skeptics, they've expressed reservations about the brain implant. Technology more generally, like testing volunteers, can become incredibly reliant on the tech, and it might suffer in the trial when the trial ends and their implant devices stop working. And the reason why the skeptics are saying that is because that's actually happened before.
Mm.
There were cases of patients who lost their eyesight when a
Wow.
retinal implant startup ran out of cash, right? So they're not just saying it, like that stuff has kind of happened before. The company ran out of cash, and then now all these people are suffering. So looking
Mm.
ahead, even if Neuralink, their multi-year patient safety trial goes well, even if it goes well, one expert still told Reuters that it'll probably be over a decade until the $5 billion startup can start charging patients for implants. So,
Wow.
man, the question is, would y'all do this?
Before we even said anything, before we even finished, Tamara was like, "Oh, absolutely not, absolutely
Hello.
not." She's like,
That's what I'm talking about, Tamara. That's what I'm talking
you
about.
were even done talking. She's like, "Well, hold the presses. This is not for me. I'm still put my set. I'm just
Man.
gonna say it right now." Oh man, but let me go through the comment section because it was blowing up while we were talking. So this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, man.
We have first Mitch was like Mr. Tesla, LOL.
Mm,
And then Damien said, "Wow, this ain't the Belko experiment. Nope, Elon, you can keep that, brother."
that's facts. That is facts.
Oh man, Tamara says, created by Elon. No thanks. I was a writer for Tesla, but my views have recently changed. I would love to hear why your views have changed, just out of curiosity, so we could talk about it for sure. And then Kenny, I think Kenny was mentioning about being a software developing. I think that's what something he was interested in, along
Oh
with that
yeah,
list
yeah.
there. Yeah, but and then Damien says, of course he's gonna say that until they start glitching. Glitch,
Man,
glitch. Mm-mm. Yeah.
man, dude, could you imagine? I mean, what does a glitch look like from inside your head? I
Mm.
don't know, man. Woo.
That is nuts. Ty's in the building. What up, Ty?
What's
Good
happening,
morning.
Ty?
It's early for you, brother.
It's super early for him.
So I appreciate you coming. He's like, "Welcome to the future." I mean, is the future now or the future later? Because this don't sound like it's gonna be happening anytime soon, like for mass production. But man, they are working on making sure that you know, that we are progressing towards I don't want to say a Terminator future.
Yeah, cause see, I was focusing on more of what they, are saying they're creating it for, but I remember like early talks about it saying that it would be like having a computer in your brain. So like you could be able to pull up things in your brain just like that, like stuff that you would Google and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's next level stuff.
So here's where I'm gonna
Not worth
pause.
it for
Right.
me. I'll
Yeah. Here's
continue
what.
to
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Here's where I'm gonna try to play. I don't want to say devil's advocate, but here's gonna try to
Mhm.
think about the other side. I'm thinking
Mhm.
about somebody who's either paralyzed and have a use of their arms. My wife and I, we were watching videos of chiropractors cracking people yesterday. We're like, ooh. I mean, some people that had actually received release from that pain were in
Wow.
tears. They're like, I was in pain for
Wow.
20 years, 15 years, 30 years. So I could imagine somebody that has never had use of their arms, have never had to be able
Yeah.
to kind of use those sort of different functions, will be like, sign me up right now,
That
put me on trial. But it's just kind of like, at what cost? At what
man,
cost?
you don't know.
You really don't
I
know.
guess that's the how bad do you want it kind of deal, you know?
Yeah. How bad do you want to be part of Skynet?
And that's why, hey, man, and that's why that's why on the other side, if you do have those limbs, if you woke up this morning, you did open your eyes and you could see, right? Like all of that stuff, you could move. That's stuff that we take for granted every day, but you gotta be thankful for that kind of stuff because you can open your eyes, but that doesn't mean you can see. You
Mm,
know, you
yeah.
can tell your brain to move the legs, but that don't mean they can move. So the fact that
Yeah.
they can and you can, that's you gotta be thankful for that kind of stuff. Cause I could, just like what you said, I could definitely see like, man, I've never been able to use them. Sign me up. Let me
Yeah.
I want to experience that.
Yeah.
So
Desperation, right?
yeah.
So it's a lot. Damien said actually, they in there as well as China probably was doing it before us. Oh yeah, China, China. I won't be surprised. China been working on this for quite some time. Probably, I won't be
Man.
surprised about that. And Mitch is answering the questions like, nope. NOPE, NMPE.
Uh-uh.
We actually have a side question or a side comment here. Kennedy said, "Mentor Smith and Mentor Trey. I actually do love and admire a tech role. He's talking about being a software developer, but I'm currently studying computer science here in my town, but almost like a waste of time because we aren't learning anything. What I would recommend for you to do is, if you have not, try to leverage the online community, the global online community, to get the resources that you need. There are some free resources out there, and I definitely will want you to take advantage of them, because that's
It
what
can
we what
get you
there.
Yeah, it can get you there, man. When he says online communities, there are little pockets of specific spaces that's all they do. That's all they talk about. They know the
Yeah,
ins and the outs. So just Google those or get on YouTube and find those what Discord groups. Um
yeah,
what else? What other groups, man? That like there are a lot of pockets that whatever space you're trying to get in, there are whole groups of people who that's the only thing they talk about in there,
yeah. I
you
would
know?
say software development, and if you do have an opportunity to do so as well, shameless plug here. But I would also recommend you connecting and this is one of the videos that I have with him, which is Mr. Lockhart himself, Lawrence Lockhart.
Yeah,
He
dude, I was just
actually
thinking about that. I couldn't think of his name though. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I got you. Same minds. Great minds think alike, right? Doctor. I call him doctor, but he's not, he's a developer advisor right now. But he started off in hospitality. He started off
Yeah.
working in fast food areas. He also worked in hotels and different things like that. And he basically started off from there, and he became a software developer. And now he's a developer advisor. And so he I think he also leveraged free resources as well to get him to where he is right now. So if you want to go and check out this video on my page, I'm just going to take off your comment just for a second so
I
you
was
can
just
see
about to
the
say.
title. It's let me take off the banner as well so that way you can see it even better. But it's how to become a full stack developer. And let me raise it up a little bit so you can kind of see that. But yeah, how to become a full stack developer with Lawrence Lockhart. He could definitely give you some information on that. He recommends full stack because nowadays it just makes add more value to what you want to do. So that's where he was.
Mhm.
I think that's where the conversation led, but I might be wrong. Go ahead and check the full conversation
No,
out, Kennedy.
it was. You definitely
Yeah,
want to check that out. He even mentions groups that that he was in, that he goes back and volunteers in. And that one was a really good episode. You definitely
yeah.
want to check that out.
Yeah, and I believe those were in person and those were free. But like I said, there's an online community. They definitely have ways to support. So definitely, Kennedy,
Mhm.
if you want, definitely look into that. Unfortunately for us, we are not on that technical side. We're on the tech sales side, so we only could point you to the right direction. We don't necessarily, or I can speak for myself. I don't necessarily
Same.
have that skill set. There are other resources that we do, like course careers and things like that that we highly recommend. However, if it's a situation where again, it might be in a situation where financially this might be a better alternative, definitely check that out because it's available. So yeah, I just want to make sure that you saw that as we continue. I know we had a lot to talk about, but I want to definitely make sure we provide something, a free
Oh yeah,
resource to you as well. But continue with the comment section here. We have Damien that says, "So you ran out of money and I ran out of sight, man. You tripping?" Uh,
dude. When I
that's
when I saw that,
crazy.
I'm like, man, that's cold as ice. Cause what you gonna do? You ran out. Look, you
Crazy.
ran out of money. Ran off with. Man, come on, man.
And you know what's so sad?
That's running off on the plug right there. That's for
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
That's
And
cold.
I don't mean to laugh, but the sad thing about that
I
is
know it.
too
I know it. I wasn't trying
is
to
that
laugh.
they sign paperwork, so the
Yeah.
paperwork probably said you can't sue us. Da, 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 da. I
Yeah,
mean,
man.
of course, they might be able to work out some sort of like malpractice thing, but yeah, that's
Maybe it.
maybe
They have that stuff so sold up now, man. It's so hard to any kind of even when you're getting shots and stuff, man. It's hard to go back at them when because of the stuff that you sign, you know. So
yeah,
some of the laws that they put into place to stop that. You used to be
yeah,
able to do it, but now the laws that they put in place, you can't even.
yeah.
They get away scot free, man.
That's a long conversation. I was just thinking about something else. I'm like, no, I'm gonna go there.
Bro,
Deborah says, I was like, man,
for
I'm gonna
real,
go there
man.
right now.
Shit.
She said, it was the losing fund equals losing eyesight. Nah, I'm good. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's as a person that used to wear glasses, I couldn't imagine. That's horrifying. Man, but yeah, this is a great conversation. So we know the majority of us is not even rocking with your Neuralink right
Mm-mm.
now.
Mm-mm.
So we're gonna just kind of ease on out of there because we know we could do better. And with that being said, we're actually gonna be wrapping up the show with the
Yes,
good old
indeed.
fashioned brown box special. Oh, Kennedy, I saw your comment. Reach out to us on LinkedIn, either myself or Trey, and we could see what we could do for you. I just saw your
And I,
comment,
and
so
I
go
think
ahead.
that's what they were looking for too. So
Mm,
what you mentioned. So that yeah, but for
perfect.
sure, dude. But
Yeah.
yeah. So like he said, we're gonna Mitch, Mitch. I said it without saying it, man. We ain't doing that kind of stuff. We ain't doing that kind of stuff. Um,
No, not at all.
Brown y'all, we made it. We made it. We made it to the Brown Box special. And
Yeah.
today is a funny one nonetheless. So there was a receptionist, right? They're interviewed at my job. They got hired. They do a pretty good job and is well liked. A few months later, it comes out that the person working the front desk was actually her identical twin. It turns out the girl who applied ended up getting more than one offer. So rather than just turning down the job, her unemployed identical twin just came in and did the job instead. They only found out because she had to go by the original twin's name, and that twin updated her employment status to the other job on Facebook. They fired her, but I mean, she did a good job and was a pretty cool person. So I would have just hired her back instead. Y'all,
Can't
that's
make this stuff
wild,
up.
man. That's wild.
Oh man, drop the ball. Why are you gonna update? It's not
Yeah,
even your LinkedIn you updated. You updated your Facebook. Like,
updated the Facebook, man.
you
That ain't the
know,
first time I'm sure that somebody has gotten caught updating some Facebook.
mm, mm.
But yeah, that's cold blooded.
Oh man, this is a side note a little bit, but remember back in the day when people were like updating and their statuses on Facebook and how big of a deal it
Mm-hmm.
was, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's like somebody tried to update it and the other person did it, and you question it like what's going on.
Wait a
Oh
minute.
man, wait a minute. This is feels like that right
Reconsider.
now.
Read some litter.
And then it goes from in a relation to it's complicated. We
Yeah,
were giving
man.
out a lot of stuff for free to the public for no reason.
Dude, dude.
Like you don't even know my
That's
relationship
why
is complicated.
Facebook is still free, man. Y'all got real. If it's free to you,
Yeah,
somebody is paying, and y'all
somebody.
they paying a lot of money to get that information to know whether you're in a relationship or not, to know who your favorite artist is. All that stuff you were filling out is just information so that they could sell it to the highest bidder. Not illegally either.
Yeah,
Just people who want to sell stuff to you. So when you start seeing the stuff pop up, you're like, dang, how did this get here? How did they know?
yeah.
You updated it.
Oh man. And you know what's so funny thing about this story? I'm thinking about the last brown box special we had where the guy's like, you can't
Mm-hmm.
fire me, got too much work to do.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
probably should have done that. You can't fire me. My sister's not the
I'm
one.
good.
I'm doing good work. Like you let me go for
You better
I'm
update.
Bobby.
You better update that name in the system and keep moving.
I'm employee of the month. What are you talking about? I'm saying here. Oh man, like yeah, y'all. If y'all have any funny stories that y'all want to share, or any stories that just kind of make you drop your jaw for the Brown Box special, definitely let us know because these are one of the highlights of my day. Uh,
Man,
these ridiculous stories. Um,
people are funny.
People are hilarious. If I had an identical twin, there's a lot of
Oh,
things.
bro.
Just to go to basketball real quickly, I heard something similar about the Morris twins back in the day that
Oh, bro.
that one person got injured and all of a sudden they're fine. And
That's crazy.
they're playing and like the question was like, huh, did they switch it out? And the team was
The
kind of
good
hush
thing
hush
is they
about it
both
too.
good.
Yeah, and they got similar tattoos, almost identical
Yeah,
tattoos. So
that's wild.
I guess somebody from the team was like, "Listen, if y'all want to do this, y'all don't tell us anything. We won't say anything. We need you for this is the playoffs. We need you. So, uh, do
Bro,
what you
that's
gotta do.
wild. That's wild.
Do what you gotta do. But just be here. I don't care how you get here. Just get here if you can. That's what they tell the other twin.
Hurry up.
Hurry up. Oh man. Well, thank y'all for rocking with us for another episode of Talk That Tech the Morning Show. We're so glad that you're here. I just want to emphasize this again. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. There's not just my page, but also on Trey's page. There's information for people who want to get into software development, sales engineering. There's also HR HR, whatever the case may be. We have links in our both of our show notes, both of our descriptions for things. So definitely check in. If I have something that Trey might have something I don't have, so check in with him as well, vice versa. So definitely lock in with us. We want to be here to help and be a resource to you as well. Quick disclaimer: a lot of those links may be affiliates. However, if by clicking on them you get a discount. So that's the caveat. You get a discount while rocking with us. So we just want to make sure you all are aware of that because some people aren't aware, and we want to really be here to help. It's been a lot of fun with us, hanging with y'all, and we just want to be a resource to you guys. If you message us on LinkedIn and we don't get to you, forgive us. We're probably a little bit busy, but we will get to you as eventually. We just want to be a resource and provide some help. We got a question. Is this a question or a comment? I'm gonna just
It looks
post
like
it.
a, I don't know.
I'll just post it and we can read it out loud and see what it says. I just had an interview that I know went well. It was my second interview with the BDR manager, but they didn't want to move forward. What's going on with the hiring these days? Seems funny. I could tell you a little bit about that myself. Um, so what happens is you have a great conversation with someone, and again, I'm not in the hiring uh, business in the sense of me hiring, but from my
Hmm.
experiences, what I've heard, you might be in a position to hire, in the hiring process. I'm not too sure if you were a referral, like you were referred in, but there's sometimes what happens is two things. Sometimes companies already have the position already filled, but legally they have to post a job. So that's one thing. Um, and they
Happens
always
all.
Yeah, they're always looking to replenish it. However, what I would encourage you to do uh, before even going to the next point is just follow up with them and just try to find a way to stay in contact with them periodically, become so you can be top of mind in case there's an opening. And the recruiter reach out to you. Oh, I just saw what you said. He said the recruiter reach out to you. Okay, this I feel like this is a little bit more layered in
Yeah,
regards
because
to.
even that, the recruiter is not necessarily the BDR manager. So the recruiter, they might have saw your profile. Maybe if they reached out on LinkedIn, they might have saw your LinkedIn profile and said, "Hey, this may be a good candidate um, for you to interview." But
Yeah.
with that, there's like he said, there's so many layers to it, right?
Hmm.
You might have did a great interview, but don't forget, you ain't the only one. Like
Yeah.
there are other people who might have did the same great interview or better.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't take that away. But then also, you don't know who else is interviewing. So,
Hmm.
what if you're new coming into the space, or you haven't had a lot of experience, but then somebody else who they just got tired of their job. Management changed, and they're like, look, I'm out of here. But they've been in the role for 2-3 years,
Yeah.
and they show up and do an interview. So sometimes they decide to go with other candidates just based on, hey, y'all both were neck and neck, but this person has a little bit more experience, or y'all both were neck and neck, but they have more experience specifically in our space already. So there's a lot of different caveats, but um, you gotta keep pushing through for sure. Been there, so I,
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Like, hey, I killed this interview. I know, like, they're gonna be calling me for the third round, or emailing me for the third round any minute, and then you get the, hey, we decided to go with another candidate.
Yeah.
You just gotta know, you gotta stay confident in yourself and the abilities that you have, and know that you did a great job, and take that into the next one. Somebody's gonna take a chance on you. Somebody's gonna say, yo, this is the person for us. You just have to find that, right? But it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely happens. So, but we're here to support. We're here to root for you. If you connect with us on LinkedIn, I'm always sending people leads. I don't get a chance to research all the leads myself, but I'm always sending people leads to jobs that I see pop up. So if you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, um, I definitely would add you to my mental list of people to send stuff to. So that's definitely true. Yeah, that's true. There are a lot of different factors, the goals to keep going. I have my side business in the meantime. That's great. That's great.
Yeah,
Listen here. I'm telling
always
y'all,
keep it.
multiple. Go ahead. You can say it. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead, bro.
Multiple streams of income, brothers and sisters. Even getting into tech is just in my opinion, tech should be utilized to be able to fund the other streams if you can, while maintaining your bills and things of that nature. Because we just live in a world where you have to do it. You just have to
Yep.
do it. Same thing with career security over job security, right? You just gotta really kind of do your best to make sure that that is taken care of. Yeah, but definitely appreciate it, brothers. Absolutely appreciate you as well. Thank you so much for
Appreciate you.
calling, for typing into the show. And Tamara says, yeah, oh, actually, she has a response to you, Mr. Manal. You're not alone. It happened to me last week in my current company. Use how well you did as muscle memory to do it again next time. Yeah,
Facts.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for sharing that. So
Facts.
true, so true.
And
Um,
little tip, bro. Just
yeah,
before, hopefully he's not gone. Go back and ask the recruiter. So they always give notes on you. So go back and ask the recruiter what your notes were on your on you and your interview, and they may be able to give you some some tips or what it actually was.
yeah,
So you can go back and ask them as well, and use that to go forward as well.
yeah. Yeah, there's so many ways that you could go forward with this. But yeah, thank you so much for rocking with us. Definitely appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we want to do. This is stuff like this we love to do, you know.
Yep.
Um okay, I go back. Okay, perfect. You go back and ask. That's perfect. Yeah, because you never follow up is definitely key to being an SDR. Sometimes if you just follow up, they'll be like, you know what? Something did open up. You
He's
came
on
top
the
of mind.
short list. Yeah, he's
Yes.
on the short list for the next row.
Yes, yes. You know when opportunities that could have fallen through. Um, but follow up saved it. And that's the nature of the job too, following up. So with that being said, y'all, thank you so much for rocking with us on this Monday morning. Go ahead if you haven't liked, comment, and subscribe. We even have our own YouTube channel as well for this as well, where you can catch all the older episodes if you don't want to see any of our other content and you just want to see Talk That Tech the Morning Show. You can just go to the channel as well and like and comment and subscribe there because we have a lot going on. Um, and so definitely if you want, you could check that
If
out
you want to
as
listen,
well.
if
And
you
if you
want
want
to
to
listen,
okay, yeah, go ahead. You would say if you want to listen, you can
yeah, if they
also
want to listen, they can also go to Talk That Tech on anywhere they listen. So Apple, Spotify, all that kind of stuff. They can go there and listen to the episodes as well.
yeah, they could go there and listen. As you can see our pearly whites right here smiling back at you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We have some
Mm-hmm.
great episodes so far. And we have some people that already subscribe to the page. So all you gotta do is go to at Talk That Tech Show. Again, that's at Talk That Tech Show here. If you search it on YouTube, you go ahead and subscribe to the page that we have going on there. So thank you so much for again supporting us and rocking with us. I got actually another comment before we go from none other than Ty. He says, also, you don't need a boss to do tech sales. Test your skills freelance or via channel sales. Yes.
Especially him. He said he had a side business.
Hmm.
Because everyone's may not be like, but yeah, especially Mr. Manal.
Yeah, Mr. Manal, channel sales. Ooh, yeah. If you want to connect with Ty Smith, he's on LinkedIn as well. In channel sales, you could connect with him, and he can provide you resources depending on where you live. If you live in the United States, um, I think even internationally, I would have to ask Ty about that, but he could definitely give you some more info about that. So definitely checking that. But besides that, thank you so much, y'all. We definitely appreciate you. Until next time. Uh, Join us on the Talk That Tech the Morning Show. The
Number one tech morning show in the world. We out.
Peace and elbow grease.